tends to be right in the mix at the end of races. And you know what? There always seems to be a French guy in the mix. I'm going with Daniel Blouin from the University of Laval. He's been around so long, savvy veteran of 18 years in the CIS at least.
Reese likes Gillis, Young, and Blouin, and I like the same three, but I'm going to take Blouin to get the silver and Young for third. He's been around. Blouin was a silver medalist for Sherbrooke back at McGill in 2000 championships. So we'll see what happens here.
Well, and I think they're going out at Olympic championship pace here.
Yeah, they're out pretty fast. It is Gillis, and Brandon Young is going to tuck right in on him. And then you see Johnny Borlow from Windsor is third. A little bit of pushing there, and now Trevor Caldwell from University of Toronto has moved up. Caldwell, he's another one of the older competitors in the race. He's been around the CS for a few years, so he knows how these races are like. But Brandon Young has gone right on Eric Gillis through the first lap in 31 seconds, so they are under 8-minute pace. I don't think they'll hold that, Reese. I'm pretty confident saying that. But I think Gillis' strategy here is being a cross-country runner, being a strength-oriented runner. He will want to burn the pace off this field. And already we've seen about a 50-meter gap in one lap. They've separated themselves from the field. Brandon Young is going to commit to this pace, and he told me this 2 days ago. I saw Brandon here at the track making his final preparations, and Brandon said he was going to go with Gillis, and he was confident in his kick, that is Brandon's kick, to kick down Gillis to win this race. The guy with the best name in the race is running third, Sandy Bain. Old Bainer, you know, he's been around the Prairie Seed. You know, he's won a few Prairie Championships, been to a Western Canada Summer Games before, medalist there. He's third. We got Kelsey Kleiman from Alberta fourth, Borlow fifth, and Caldwell sixth. So a very critical team scoring race here, Reese, with the Regina runner and the Lancer runner. Speak to that perspective on me.
Well, before that, I want to make a more intuitive observation here. I think Sandy Bain from Regina, with all that yellow look in his lanky structure, he looks a bit like a corn stalk, doesn't he?
I won't go that far, Reese, but yes, I can see the color. Gillis is still running a very fast pace here. Young is second, Bain is third, Kleiman fourth, and John Borlow sitting in fifth. So the Lancers are looking to score points here. Gillis is looking to win an individual title. And yeah, Brandon Young wants to score points, but Brandon Young wants to win an individual title here. And he told me he was going to go with them, and Brandon, holding to his word, is going to run with them, and we'll see who can hang on the longest.
Yeah, and this pack is getting stretched big time, Andy. It's got to be a fast pace, and you're going to see this pack likely break in half pretty soon. And here we go, Andy. I think it's starting to happen here. Hopefully Johnny Borlow can go with those two. Yeah,
we'll get a time here, and they come around to the 1,000-meter mark. Give us a good indicator here. Kleiman and Bain are running third and fourth, and Borlow's sitting in there in fifth. I like Cleve Thorson from Michigan State, a good kicker. He might be a guy to come out of the pack to pick up the other medal. You're probably going to see Gillis and Young here with the medals, first and second, but a great race for third. Through 1,000 meters and 2:42. So Reese, they are on about 8 minutes and 6 seconds per lap for the predicted finish time, 8:07. But expect them to slow down a bit. I think we'll see a winning time around 8:15. That's my call. They went out pretty hard, and Gillis, I think what Gillis wanted to do was burn Young off because he knows Brandon has a good kick. Brandon hanging right in there, but it's a lot of racing left. We still have 9.5 laps to go here. Bain, though, I'm impressed with Bain. I think he's running for team points here, and he's, because of the team factor, Bain is running well ahead of himself.
Bain is ranked 8th in Canada, but yeah, he hasn't competed against a lot of these guys all season, so I'm sure he's testing his mettle right now, and we are going to see a lot of battles of wills out there. Hopefully Gosling can stay with his pack, because it is going to slow up. He's right at the end of the pack right now,
yeah,
and he
needs to hook up. And here we come down the backstretch, still Gillis and Young is still right on his tail, so Brandon running very good here. Bain is trying to separate himself from this pack, and Kleiman's going with them. These two guys could break away and get the bronze medal here between the two of them. We're coming up here. Excellent race here. When they hit the back of the track, we'll get a halfway split on them for 1,500 meters. It's going to be around the 4:06, 4:07 range. Kleiman is running third. Bain is fourth. Borlow's got to get himself on the inside, though. Reese is running lane 2, and he's running extra space.
He hasn't been running there most of the race, though, Andy. I've been kind of keeping an eye on him. He was nicely tucked in about 200 meters ago.
4:06, Reese, 4:05, 4:06 through 1,500 meters. So they're on about 8:12 pace right now, 8:11 pace. Expect that the finishing time to be around that. I see Gillis here. Brandon Young is looking good, but I think Gillis looks a little bit better right now, Reese, but there's still lots of racing left.
Andy, just to put it in context for people at home, they just split in a time of 4:06 that maybe 50, 60 people in Canada can actually run in a 1,500 meter race.
Like they're running about 33 seconds per lap. 32 to 30 seconds per lap. Like the average human could probably run, probably 80% of the population, I'll even go further, say 90, couldn't even run one lap. And these guys are stringing together 15 of them in succession. And this is it's going to be a great race here. These two guys are going for it, And this is what I like to see. They're not dicking around the pack, and they're running hard.
Can you say dicking on TV?
I just did, Reese. Sandy Bain is running hard for his team points. Hang in here. And the Windsor Lancers, looks like John Borlow has dropped out. So a big hit to the Lancers there for team points. And James Goslin, he's well out of this race. So the Lancers are banking all their points on Brandon Young here. And he's in a good spot to do it, but they lost their other two. Goslin's still in the race, but he's given up 60 meters almost here to any scoring position. And it appears that Borlow has stepped off. So Brandon, trying to hang on here. We got 2 kilometers and 5:30, so they are right on 8:15 pace now, Reese. Finishing time will probably be in the 8:15, 8:20 range. The rest of the pack, though, it's going to be a great thing for 30. The Lancers are wanting guys to move up here and pass Bain, back.
Yeah, and I was trying to say about 2 laps ago that there was no way Bain was going to keep that up. He was laboring, and this is a good thing for the Windsor Lancer point totals, bad thing for Regina. And it's a crying shame to see Johnny Bordelow follow. He was rather close to that Lancer athlete Heather
Swift, maybe an injury, we're not sure.
And for those that don't know the situation, she died unfortunately during the season. Johnny was really close to her. He's never dropped out of races before, and now I know of at least 2 this season now that he's dropped out, and it's a tough thing to see a kid like that put his whole heart and soul into the season and put it into his school and drop out like that. But I think he might have other things on his mind.
Yeah, so but the Lancers still have a guy here that's going to score them at least 5 points and maybe 7 points. So Coach Farrell's got to be happy with that. A great battle here.
With 3 laps to go, Andy, I just got to say I love Younger. He's looking so relaxed.
Yeah,
they're starting to tire both of them. I think he's got him.
They are slowing down, and that could favor Brandon Young for a kick at the finish. If the pace was to stay the way it was the first few laps, I would like Gillis. But since it's slowing down, I think Young is going to sit here, and Young's going to wait till the last lap, and he's going to take him. We're talking about 500 meters to go here. Both still look good, but if Gillis doesn't make a move now, then it's not going to happen. And now we see the CIS silver medalist, Nathan Kendrick, that silver medalist in cross country, moving over to 3rd. Kleiman is 4th, Caldwell is 5th, and Brian Waugh from Manitoba is 6th. So 400 meters to go here, and Young is just sitting on his shoulder.
I think Young wants to go here, hon. He's getting up on his shoulder. I think
if I was Brandon, I would wait 1 more lap, Reese. Don't go too soon. Brandon's got better 200-meter speed than Gillis. Don't go now. Brandon's just holding back here. Young wants us to go here. I would wait until they hit the backstretch for the final time and then to go for it. Blow by him on the backstretch and run for the tape.
Here he goes. This is youthful impatience. Let's hope it doesn't hurt him. But I think here he goes.
They're going to come through here in about 7:48, 7:49. Gillis won't let him by though, Reese. We're going to have a great battle here.
I don't care. Younger's going to get him. Here it goes.
Here comes Kendrick. Kendrick has made a
big move. Here he goes, Hunter. Here he goes.
And Brandon Young is moving. Can Gillis stay with them? Down the backstretch goes Brandon Young, and Eric Gillis will not be able to respond to this move. I told you, Reese, better 200-meter speed.
Brandon Young is a man possessed. I have never seen him race this well ever. Fantastic effort. Well done.
Young
I'm staying up.
Celebrating for the hometown fans here with a big win. 8:17. Eric Gillis will finish 2nd. Nathan Kendrick will finish 3rd.
Excellent
Kelsey
race,
Kleiman will finish 4th.